why, after having that opportunity to meet Troy and work with him and bring him onto this channel, I recognized that he had something that was going to be very different from what other people has out or have out there in the market, right? The fact that he has his face on it, he's the one that's actually doing a lot of the coaching and the mentoring and so forth. And it's not just, hey, take this course and be done with it, right? And you can tap into him to use his knowledge. He's partnered with other companies that you can tap into. They're a network and so forth. And he gives you the right guidance in order for you to have success. Now, it's up to you. Like you said, I got a MIS degree and I have an MBA and so forth. And people who have taken my path, let's just say even for an MBA, people who have taken my path, they didn't come out making, $300,000 a year, right? And they still probably aren't even close to that, right? And you probably say, okay, well, we went to the same program. Why? Because you didn't choose a path, or you didn't do the things that I did in order for me to get to this level of success. So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Whenever you take any sort of course, there are going to be different outcomes. But I would say this, the outcomes that I've seen from the majority of people that have taken this course have been positive. We got Brother Akire, who I just talked about, right? Brother Akire just got a job into the tech space from the automotive industry. And he put in the work, very similar like you, Della. He wasn't looking at time. He said, I'm going to get it done. I mean, if anything, if there's a 13-day goal, or the fastest somebody did it was in 13 days, because I think that was you, Della. That's what Troy told me. Akira said, I'm going to do it in 10. I guarantee you I'll do it in 10. He was focused on it. And after that, he said, Antoine, I'm not getting the interviews. He's like, what do I need to do? I'm like, hit LinkedIn, apply, increase your numbers. Before you know it, he has 2, 3, 4 different interviews, and they're just coming in. One of the best things that he did was just to focus and be disciplined towards it, right? Getting rid of all the extra stuff. And I knew he was going to have success because he's a disciplined person. He played quarterback in high school, played quarterback in college, right? So he already has the mentality to focus to be the best at something. And I knew he was going to have a tremendous amount of success if you just put in the work and remain disciplined. I love that you said that too, Della. So you got the role. You had imposter syndrome. You've leaned into that imposter syndrome. How are you doing today? Are you crushing it? You knocking it out of the park? Like, what's happening today? Tell everybody, how Mrs. Della is doing in her account manager role today.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. We had some crazy life things happen. My husband got a promotion that relocated us to the other side of the state. So I talked to I was in training. So we have like a very long training period at my job because it's a lot of information. And I was talking to them and I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I think I should just wait to go to, because there's a portion where you're not necessarily on the sales floor, but you're not in training. So they call it the internship. Um, so I was like, I don't know if I can do it. This is a lot to move with 3 kids. And they're like, no, you can do it. Like, I know you can do it. So I did it. And I leaned into it, and it was tough and it was challenging. And every aspect of the role that I was insecure about, or that I was challenging, or that I was challenged by, like for me, I'm a very creative person. Things get messy quick. So I have to be very organized. So the admin portion, there's a lot of admin in my role. So I was like, man, I don't know how to do this. This is a lot. Now they call me the admin queen. They have dubbed me the admin queen just because every time I get, pressed up against something that's really challenging, I put as much energy as I can into that, and I try to be as consistent and as intentional about that, and then you crush it. So I think that has helped me, just really leaning into things that are uncomfortable. So I've been doing really well. It's a public company, so I can't really share like numbers, but I definitely have been doing well. I kind of gotten to a point where I felt that imposter syndrome and like I had to prove myself, but mindset really helps with that. Like really knowing like, hey, I'm here and I belong here. So I don't have to prove anything because I do belong here.
Mm,
And
mm,
sometimes, we fall victim to that, especially when you walk in a room and nobody looks like you, and
mm.
nobody that came before you looks like you.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's a challenge. And I also had to I had to realize that I felt like I was coming in the room and not just with me, but like I got to do this so that other people can come behind me and do it. And that's a
Mm,
lot of pressure to put on yourself.
mm,
So I had to take that off as well and just like, yo, I belong here. I'm coming in as me and I'm leaving as me. I don't have to do this as a black woman. I don't have to do this as a woman. I just do this as Della.
mm, I that is you. You are one of a kind, Della. You are one of a kind. I'm just amazed by the mindset that you have. And for any of you, I'm looking into the chats and I see Power One or whoever else, or if I catch you saying anything in the chat that is not productive to this conversation, I'm gonna boot you out. And Ms. Wade, if people are posting stuff into the comment section that's irrelevant to this conversation, please block them. Um, I say this, right? There's a mindset of winners. No excuses, accountability, responsibility. I'm responsible for the story of my life. I'm the author of the story of my life. Nobody else are writing pages or writing chapters in my life. I'm responsible for that. And the fact that you have just mentally matured so much, it speaks volumes in how you communicate, Della. It speaks volumes on the success that you're going to have. It speaks volumes on the amount of money that you're going to continue to make and the life that you and your husband are able to provide to your kids, right? It speaks volumes to that because it's a successful mindset. It's a successful mindset. I can accomplish what is it that I want to accomplish. Yes, there's going to be sleepless nights. Yes, there's going to be trials. Yes, I'm going to have a bad quarter. Yes, I'm going to have a bad day. Yes, I'm going to get hung up on. But okay, I got hung up on. I'm not going to let that stop me from being hung up on again, right? Or if I'm going to practice so that I don't get hung up on again. Or whatever it is, you're a winner, Della. You are a winner. And I love that you've made this transition in your life, not just in your career, to have a mindset change of such a thing. And I'm just amazed by it and really enjoy that you came onto this channel to not just talk about your, going to sales, but your life experience, which is something that people can take away if they have any sort of reservations about doing whatever it is that they want to accomplish in tech or sales, whatever it is. It's a mind shift change. And if you change your mindset, you'll be able to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish throughout your life. Outside of that, one of the things I like to talk about in sales is money. Okay, we know that SDRs make $55,000 plus. Okay, you don't have to give people your salaries or anything like that. But when you came out of Course Careers and got your first role into tech sales, did you double that number of 55,000 from a salary?
I did. I did.
Let's get to the money. Let's get to the money. I love it. I love it. You doubled that, right? And I'm assuming your OTE probably allows for you to make almost double that.
So with my company, it's very unique in that the base, you can negotiate a higher base, but the base is going to be kind of low. They put it on you, but they give you all of the resources you need to succeed. So a part of your vetting, my company has their own coaches that work on salary. Their job is to coach you to do better in your role and help you get to the role that you want to be in. And that to me is worth more than any salary you can provide. I had it in my mind already that I'm still looking for like my own personal, career coach, and thankfully I found you. So I'd like to have that conversation once we get off. But having an organization that invests in you, it's gonna come. The money's gonna come. Like it's one of those things where like if you focus only on making money, people can sense that. and they can smell that you're trying to like get over on them. You're trying to. Everybody talks about car sales and why they don't like it and why you get this uncomfortable feeling, right? My husband was a phenomenal car salesman, phenomenal. His key, I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to get over on you. Like
Mm.
he really learned how to he started out in law enforcement, so he learned how to read people and help people, and that's like his passion. But when it comes to sales with business B2B sales, and I feel like even with B2C, if you really come at it from an approach of like, hey, I really want to help you and I want to like do what's best for you, the money's bound to come. It's bound to come. But if you go after it just looking for money, 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 people can kind of sense that. And no one, I heard this quote, it says everyone likes to buy, no one likes to be sold.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Everyone loves to buy. We
It's
do.
true.
We enjoy that feeling.
We do.
No
We
one likes
absolutely.
to be sold. You don't like leaving like, they got me.
That's true. That's absolutely right.